Hey, I'm Brandon with RevZilla, and today we are checking out the Sedici Misano gloves available at RevZilla.com. The Misano gloves are geared towards sport riders, and personally I really like wearing short cuff gloves on my daily commute, so I think it's going to be a great application for that as well. Very low profile, excellent tactile feel, and a good amount of protection. Now I will say, for those of you out there who like this style but you want something a little bit more in the protection department, you could check out the Corsa, because this is basically the lower half of that Corsa option. The Corsa just has a little bit more coverage around the wrist, and that's going to allow you to take that to the track and just give you that extra level of protection if you're looking for it. Just something worth mentioning. This has a goat skin leather main construction, so it is going to break in very well, which leads me to my next point. Let's talk about the overall fit here. I typically wear a size large in most of my gloves. I measure over 8.5 inches around the full circumference of my hand, and the large fits me perfectly in these. So I'd certainly say they're running true to what the sizing chart is going to recommend for you. Get your measurements, reference that chart, and you should be all set. Now keep in mind, we do have our price match policy in place that is there to guarantee that you're getting the best deal around, so make sure that you're taking advantage of that. Let's talk about some of the finer details here. Now starting at the cuff, we do have a Velcro main entry here. Very straightforward, little flap over that of leather. That's just going to help protect that in the event that you're sliding down the tarmac. We'll get into more of those additional pieces of protection in just a moment. And then the back of the hand, a little bit of perforation. And I did want to mention, underneath here, there is a layer of aramid. That is going to help with some additional abrasion resistance, but I will say I would have loved to see a little bit more perforation. We've got it at the back of the hand and in the fourchettes, but considering we have that aramid directly against the skin and it can build a little bit of heat, I would have loved to see a bit more perforation throughout this glove, especially considering it is geared towards the summer riding months. But that's my one nitpick with these particular gloves. Now as we continue working our way down the hand, we've got this dual density split knuckle. It's a floating knuckle, little foam padding underneath there just to make it comfortable for you up against your skin. And as we continue working our way down the fingers, you're going to see a little bit of additional TPU protection here at the tops of the fingers. Accordion across those trigger fingers, really nice and important to have those when you're manipulating your controls. Just makes it a little bit easier for you. And I like this Superfabric. This is something that I've crashed in multiple times on a variety of different gloves. The Superfabric stuff really does work. So I like that we've got those touches on the tops of the fingers as well. Covered outer seam on the pinky. Again, something I'm always going to call out and always going to be looking for. Let's work our way to the inside of the hand here. Touch tech capability, index finger and thumb, always great to get it on both. I like being able to manipulate my phone or GPS device, without taking my gloves off. And then we've got this silicone gripper on the inside as well. That's not only going to give you some additional reinforcement in this area, it's a high wear area, but it just helps with the overall grip as well. Coverage on that outer pinky. As I mentioned before, this is something I'm always looking for in pretty much every glove I wear. You're going to see a little bit of a break here just to make it a little bit more comfortable when you're grabbing your handlebar. And then as we get towards the base of the palm, you've got this scaphoid protection here. This is going to provide impact as well as abrasion resistance in this area. This is a high impact area. But what I like about the placement here and how it's split, it's not going to hinder, your comfort when you're grabbing your handlebars too. So nice to get that extra level of protection without sacrificing any comfort. These are going to be a great option for commuters as well as sport riders that may not want that full gauntlet protection. But again, I think it could have used a little bit more perforation. That would be my only nitpick. I like the comfort, I like the level of protection, and I really enjoy the tactile feel that I'm getting with these gloves. But of course, if you're looking for more details, you can always click that info button. That's going to take you over to RevZilla.com, where you can read other rider reviews. And as always, if you have any questions about these gloves or any other options that you're looking at, please don't hesitate to reach out to our Gear Geeks. Give them a call at 877-792-9455, or simply shoot over an email, cs@RevZilla.com. Thanks for hanging out with us for a bit, taking a closer look at the Sedici Misano gloves. I'm Brandon. Keep it pinned.